People hate vegans. There, I admitted it. When researchers asked omnivores to evaluate vegans along with several common prejudice target groups, only drug addicts were evaluated more negatively than vegetarians and vegans. The study authors stated that unlike other forms of bias like racism and sexism, negativity towards vegetarians and vegans was not widely considered a societal problem. Rather, negativity towards them was commonplace and largely accepted. This also actually affects academic research. A study of UK media found that 73.4% of references to vegans were negative, and a review of social science literature discovered that researchers used terms that denigrated veganism and made it seem difficult and abnormal. Given that most people care about animals and don't want to cause them harm, why is there so much animosity towards people who try to cause the least harm possible? Well, social psychologists argue that negativity towards vegans has less to do with vegans themselves and more to do with what they represent and bring to mind. You see, the presence of vegans immediately shifts meat eating from the comfort of an unexamined social norm to the disquieting reality of a choice. This triggers something that researchers call the meat paradox, which is where you simultaneously believe that it's wrong to harm animals and yet continuing to eat them. At the heart of the paradox is cognitive dissonance, which is the psychological tension caused by holding conflicting beliefs at the same time or taking actions that directly contradict one's values. In his research, social scientist Hank Rothgerber identified at least 15 defenses that omnivores use to both prevent and reduce the moral guilt associated with eating meat. And one of these methods was to attack the person who triggered the discomfort. Interestingly, the source of this particular animosity towards vegans is not actually disagreement with them, but rather a shared value and belief that it's wrong to harm animals. You see, most people who eat meat and animal products don't want to hurt animals, and so they experience discomfort about this conflict. And if that's you, you're not alone. We've all been taught not to listen to our emotions towards the animals that we eat. And feeling that conflict is not something to be criticised. It's actually a sign of your humanity. It's a sign of empathy and compassion, struggling against behaviour and conditioning and identity, and an understandable desire for belonging. If you bristle at the mention of veganism or even outright hate vegans, then you may actually just be a good person. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and if this topic interests you, let me know and I'll see if I can make another video.